Let me throw this out there. If you could sit down right now and just, have a dinner with a newsmaker who in this war we're talking about, who would it be? Who's your kind of sit down, you get to wave a magic wand and you get to kind of pick their brain and they're completely open with you. Who would it be for you both?
I mean, I think he's completely open in his various interviews with journalists who call his cell phone all the time, and he's I think the most transparent president we've ever had was Donald Trump. I think with Trump, who's able to believe and say very contradictory things almost in the span of a few minutes, I'd be very curious to see, because there's a perception that Trump, doesn't study Foreign Affairs magazine at night and is not sort of deeply enmeshed in his briefing books, but he has this instinctual, almost feral kind of approach to doing politics, to running wars, and that's why it's just so discombobulating for so many people. Never seen a war run this way, but it's worked for him in politics, and it worked for him in Venezuela. We'll see in Iran. I think sitting down with him would be very interesting for me to see, to understand. Again, this is an off-the-record conversation over a cheeseburger and a Diet Coke, right?
Layla, who's your sit-down hour newsmaker? Private dinner.
Witkoff, for sure, because he is not the ordinary politician. He's a deal maker. And really so interesting to see how things are going behind closed doors and how things are transformed. How does he deal with all this and manages all these changes, very quick changes at the same time? I would sit with Witkoff.
Andres, who would you choose?
Well, you chose two very respectable people from the U.S. side. I would want to sit down with Mujtaba Khamenei and find out what is going on. So he's ostensibly been supreme leader of Iran following his father's killing.
Is he in a coma?
For 22 days now. Where is he? No picture, no voice, written statements read out by somebody else, and he's allegedly the supreme leader of Iran. So I would, I'm not even sure I'd want to spend an hour sitting down. I would just want to see, hello, where are you? What's going on? And then go have dinner with somebody else. I'm not sure he'd be a fun dinner partner anyway.